Hi everyone, this is Felicia Coker with Concepts in Health. Welcome to my series in which I am journalizing for you in video form my fast. I'm not going to put a day on it. I will be honest and say I'm hoping for 5 days, but we have a lot going on in my household right now, with my family, weddings, and I don't know, but I knew that it was time for one, and I wanted to get in as long of a fast as I was able at this point. I did a brief video yesterday just regarding my preparation for the fast, and this is day one, and it is in the afternoon. And some of the things that I am going to tell you that I'm already noticing, I'm definitely having a toxic unloading. My tongue is not covered over yet. That will happen. I will be rude here a second and show you. It's still nice and clean. Okay, by day 2 or 3, it will have a green coating on it as the detox goes deeper. Today, what I'm noticing is a tiredness. I got a good night's sleep last night, but I actually came in after I got home from work this morning and took a 20-minute power nap. And in the car on the way home, it was like I was trying to drive at 12:30 a.m. in the morning or something. It was just that kind of feeling like that everything is so slow in your brain and that your cognitive powers are slowing down and probably your reaction time and all that. And I thought, got to get home and rest. And I am not a napper. I cannot sleep during the day ever unless I'm pregnant or fasting. And it's the fast this time, guys. Another thing I've noticed, I always notice by the first day, is I'm cold. I live in the deep south, and the heat index today is well over 100 degrees. But my air conditioning in my house is making me so cold right now that I'm having to wear sleeves. I even had on a sweatshirt earlier today, and that is totally due to the fast. And I kind of stay like that throughout the fast. Emotionally, where am I right now in the fast? I'm still dreading it, to be honest with you, because food is so social. I'm cooking for my son and my daughter-in-law tonight, and I've got the meal planned. I always begin to get very interested in food in other ways, and shopping and preparing, even cleaning my kitchen. I become obsessed with food in any other way but eating it. That's always the way I am. My kids would come home when they were younger, and they would look at my preparation and how I was getting them to clean their plates especially well, and they're like, "You're on a fast, aren't you? You're on a fast." I'm like, "Yes." So some things never change. I still love to feed other people when I'm on a fast and to cook for other people, believe it or not. So, on day one, you're just kind of irritated with the whole thing because you're not far enough into it yet to see any light at the end of the tunnel. You've got this journey ahead of you. And I will say, though, that there's two things going on. Irritation a little bit at it, but also a little bit of excitement that you've thrown your head over the fence, so to speak, that you've made this commitment to it. And the further you go, the more determined you are not to back off of that commitment, because you don't want to repeat these first days. For me, these are the hardest. My energy level drops. It will come back up after day 3. I know that. I have those things to look forward to. I usually schedule a massage or a facial or something nice for myself by day 4 or 5 as a little reward to look forward to. So I have all those things. And as you go through the fast, you do look forward to the fast in that sense. So there's kind of a dual thing going on. A little irritation because I'm right here at the beginning of it. The blood sugar issues have something to do with that because you're still leveling out. I'm still using up my glycogen stores right now. I'll be switching over into a ketonic state by day 3, sometimes by the end of day 2, sometime in the night going into day 3. When that happens, everything changes. The hunger diminishes, the swings in mood level out. You still might be having some things due to the toxic flushing that's going on, the healing crises that might go on in your body. And the more toxic you are, the more severe those can be, even to the point of dangerous. Just by me journaling my experience with you does not mean I'm recommending fasting blindsidedly for anyone. There are lots of contraindications. You need to look at my blog I give those. It might even be on the first day. So I'm putting across the screen in each of these videos the blog that goes along with the day that I'm speaking of now in my prior fasts. And one of the things I did was give the contraindications, and I will just focus, and of course it's things like pregnancy and if you have certain diseases or sicknesses already. But for the most part, fasting is for everybody, especially if you have diseases or sicknesses, I have to say. But if you're very toxic, and a lot of obese people are very toxic, thin people can be very toxic too, you can actually have such an overload that you have to back off or stop. I'm doing a water fast. Now, some people would not consider this a water fast because I'm drinking clear herbal teas, no calories, no sugar, like a peppermint tea. I maintain that that's a water fast. I'm not getting any nutrition or energy from that, other than what I might get if I sniffed the essential oil. I know essential oils are powerful, but there's not nearly as much in that tea of peppermint than if I took one drop of oil and put it on the end of my nose, and my body would get much more effects from that, but we wouldn't say that I had broken my water fast. So I maintain that my clear herbal teas are still a water fast, and that's a very severe type of fast. I could not have started out with that type of fast as healthy as I was even prior to fasting. I would be considered extremely healthy, extremely conscious of what I eat, health conscious, exercise, and so forth. But I had some pretty good healing crises during some of my first fasts. I'm not always good to my body now. That's why I know I need others, but I have peeled away enough of the layers of the onion, I call it, so that I don't experience those severe detox kind of symptoms. But if you're new to fasting, you definitely need to be talking to someone about it who knows, who's more of an expert at it than I am, someone with medical experience, even if it's a naturopathic type of doctor. In fact, they're going to be the best. A lot of medical doctors are not very familiar with the fasting process in the human body at all. They're not taught that. Fasting is not starving. Most of us have plenty of stores of fat and nutrients in our bodies for weeks of fasting. That's not always wise, again, though, because of the detox effects that you will feel, and you might need to go piecemeal into your fasting journey by doing smaller fast and peeling away, again, those layers of the onion. One thing I'm doing today is immersing myself in reading about fasting. I'm looking at websites. I found an awesome website called Quick Fasting. It's an online book, and I'll put the resource of that up for you to explore. I'm having a marvelous time reading through that. I need to be motivated through other people's experiences, no matter if this is my first fast or my 100th fast. It helps to go back and to revisit all of the good reasons that you're doing this for motivation. So that's what I'm doing today. Thankfully, other than cooking dinner tonight for my family, I have a very leisurely afternoon ahead that I can take time to immerse myself in this fast mentally and emotionally as my body gears up for it. Thank you for joining me, and come back tomorrow on day 2 to see how I'm feeling then. See you then. Bye-bye.